So I've come to the determination that Oprah Winfrey is probably white. Pretty sure she's white. And this is why. Check out this little clip from 2004. You noticed all the happy faces that she zoomed in on, her audience in particular. Everybody got a car, didn't they? That was just amazing. Well, Oprah, last week, a couple days ago, something like that, came out and said that, whiteness is a real problem in this society, and minorities are just held back, and there is a system of white privilege that just makes everything easier for white people. So she has to be white, doesn't she? She's the most successful white woman ever. That's the only solution to whatever the fuck she's talking about. She clearly can't be black because white people are uplifted in this society that she lives in. And there's no way a black person can get to the societal level to give cars to her entire audience. There's just no way. Anybody got to that level of notoriety is clearly white. Not too long ago, she was sued by a bunch of cattle ranchers in Texas because she had a person that was a doctor come out and talk about a latent virus that might be in cows called the mad cow disease. And they had it in Europe. They had it in the UK cattle for a little while. It broke out there not too long ago. So she had this person on to talk about the mad cow disease. And then she's turning vegetarian or some shit, or vegan. And that's what their discussion was about, as to why you'd want to go to that type of diet. And that type of diet clearly means that all the cows in the United States have mad cow disease. Now, when she had this jackass on TV talking about mad cow disease in American beef, because it's actually never been here, mad cow disease, that is, she was kind enough to make sure that the cattle industry lost $11 million that day alone. So they sued her for the losses. She won. She won that lawsuit. She came out saying, "Free speech is great. I'm glad I can say whatever the fuck I want without consequence." And they were suing her for losses and damages due to a person they had on her. She basically platformed, as we would call it these days. She platformed a lunatic who said mad cow disease was is a latent virus that's just hibernating in cows, waiting to strike. They should have sued the guy that said it, but they sued Oprah because, well, Oprah's got the money. She platformed this person, didn't challenge him, all that fun stuff. The judge erred in Oprah's favor. Well, according to social justice dogma and philosophy, clearly the justice system errs on the favor of white people. Well, the cattle ranchers were white, obviously. I'm sure everybody knew that. And Oprah must too be white in that case because, well, she won the lawsuit. She didn't countersue that I know of, but she didn't lose. She won. She came out praising freedom of speech. And now that her freedom of speech is out there, she decided to be racist with her white privilege, white this, white that, white culture, la, 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 la. Yeah. Much like my other video about this being in every fucking company, corporate America ever, apparently it's in with the justice system, clearly, because Oprah has to be white. That's the only explanation for her success. That's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, she gives out cars to her entire audience because she's stinking fucking rich. And everybody loves her because she's such a humanitarian and apparently a giant racist. Well, whatever. So I'm sure this video will go over great because, well, Oprah is definitely the type of person that would probably do a copyright strike or claim against the little clip I just showed. If not that, her agency. Oh, by the way, when she sued those ranchers and she had to come down here for court for 4 months, she moved her studio down here and held her show here. So she was still able to work while she had to go to court.
I come here to challenge you and see if you're as good as they say you are. Do you want trouble?
Now, I don't know about you, but temporarily locating a studio so that you could host your daily talk show, that's going to cost a lot of money. Not to mention a lot of people she's hired just to move it. I'm pretty sure that type of thing is going to cost a penny or two. And clearly she's got to be white for that, because she came to Texas of all places and got a studio place and rented it or bought it or something, probably bought it, and set her shit up, set her cameras up, and got all that done in a weekend so she could do it the next Monday. Clearly white. She has to be. There's no other explanation. Now, if you've dug into her history a little bit, you know she's not white, obviously. And she's, if I remember right, she's an immigrant. So, if the system's rigged against you so fucking bad, and you guys definitely want it to be, why is Oprah successful? If it was successful, then Oprah wouldn't exist. It'd be not Oprah, it would be Olivia or Karen. That would be the host of that show. Clearly, it'd have to be a white person, right? Because only white people are successful in this fucking country. We all know that. Says the racists.
I have to admit, it always comes to the same thing.
So I guess I'll just wrap this up. A little bit shorter video than usual, but just so you know, clearly Oprah is white because the system of white privilege has benefited her a billionfold. Literally. Till next time.
I am dumbfounded.